What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Trailer Park Live here on the 2nd Street Marvel, where we're coming at you every single Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we're usually here interacting with all you subscribers and viewers here on the channel. We usually go over a comic book pull list, talk about rumors from the week and any questions that you may have, and kind of just dive into some different little things. You know, sometimes I get to flap my gums a little too long, and you know, that's okay because, you know, I'm just here interacting with you subscribers and viewers of this channel. And again, I thank you all so much for checking me out here on the 2nd Street Marvel. We've finally hit 100 subscribers here a couple of weeks ago, and I do have that giveaway for the digital copy of Sony's Venom. There are more details coming up on that in just a little while, probably towards the end of the show here. But make sure you subscribe, click the little bell so you get notifications anytime we've uploaded new content, and make sure you leave a comment down below, as that is the only way to get entered into the giveaway for that digital copy of Sony's Venom. Also, make sure you're paying attention, because in just a little while I am going to be asking another question to do another giveaway. Now, if you weren't paying attention, a couple of weeks ago I uploaded a video called The Stark Sham, in which I did give away, you know, my first prize. And in that video, The Stark Sham, the question was, what was the name that Tony Stark tried to have his element that he created in Iron Man 2, what did he try to have it patented as? And the answer was, of course, Badassium. Now, as I said, I will be doing a giveaway in this video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And, you know, that taking me on to the next part of the show, my comic book pull list for the week. Starting off with Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 2. In case you haven't been paying attention, the first issue was really good, and I'm expecting just as much out of this issue right here. Pretty cool cover as well. Got Thanos on the cover there. Can't go wrong there, right? Anyway, that's it for the first issue. Second issue I have here is Black Widow issue number 2. Okay, I did get a chance to read the first issue on this. The first issue was really good. I'm hoping that this issue is just as good. I can't imagine that it went downhill that fast, but, you know, stranger things have happened. Okay, the next one here is Miles Morales Spider-Man number 3. Okay, this is the third issue in this new series of the Miles Morales Spider-Man. You know, he's made it pretty big since Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and he has had his own series before, so, you know, it's not like it's anything new. I do still have to do some catching up to get caught up on that series. Next one I have here is Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 3. The first couple issues here were pretty good as well. You know, me, I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so just something I definitely am into. I did like the first 2 issues. I'm hoping this third issue continues in the same direction. It was very good. The next issue I have here is the Black Order number 4. This series has been really great. I really do like the art that's in this book. The story's been pretty good. Now, this particular issue is done by, you know, honestly, I can't remember this guy's name. His name is Lee Inyuk. I don't know. You can probably see it right there. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I probably just butchered it, and I feel really bad because this person is a really, really great artist. They did the 6 issue connecting cover for the Spider-Geddon event that just happened last year. It was a pretty decent series of. You know, it was a little lackluster towards the end. You know, I kind of expect a little more out of it, but you can check my review out of that here on the channel. I do have that in a playlist. And speaking of which, I will be doing some more comic book reviews very soon. Next issue I have here is Return of Wolverine number 5. I do have some catching up to do on this series still, but look at that cover, man. Isn't that cover just solid? I mean, Wolverine, right? I mean, you can't go wrong with Wolverine. This was a variant edition. This is the 5th issue. That is the end of this Return of Wolverine series, which I believe is picking up in that, I believe it was Wolverine Infinity Watch, something like that. It just released this week as well. I didn't actually pick that issue up, and from what I've heard, I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. It's hard to say. I may give it a look. Like I said, I kind of had a fairly big week this week, and I'm not looking forward to many more weeks like this. I probably am going to slowed down a little bit on some of my issues that I'm picking up. The next one is Uncanny X-Men issue number 12. Okay, I do have more catching up to do on this series as well. I did get through some of the issues. Pretty good series so far. I think this may be one of the ones we're going to slow down on. Maybe wait for some of the trades, as this is a bi-monthly mag, and Spider-Man is a bi-monthly mag, and there's two of those. There's Amazing Spider-Man, there's Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and by the time you're getting those two Spider-Man twice a month, I mean, you're looking. I mean, even if they didn't come out the same week, you're overlapping. You're looking at 4 weeks right there. So you're looking at one issue every week, just with Spider-Man issues. Okay, that's not even getting into some of the others I've been reading, like the Black Order. That one's been good. I believe that one's a short series as well, so it's about over. The Black Widow has been really good. I probably will continue that one. The Winter Soldier, that one has been really excellent as well. So some of these I'll probably keep up. Like I said, some of the bi-monthly ones, man, they're pretty killer, because you're basically getting an issue every week, especially with the Spider titles. And I believe they're getting ready to come out with a new Spider-Man series coming up next month, or in the next couple months. So there's another one to add to my list. I may have to drop some of these from my list, and that's okay. I mean, I'm still subscribed to Marvel Unlimited, where they have all the copies you can read. Well, I was about to say for free, but not for free. I believe it's like $10 a month. You can get on there and read all the comic books to your little heart's content, and you actually even get little reward points if you're part of Marvel Insider. They give you these little points, and you can spend on. One of the things I am going to spend it on is I am going to get a free month of Marvel Unlimited. And if you haven't ever checked it out, it's a pretty cool service. You should check that out too. I'm sure DC has something very similar to that, where you can read all their comic books online. Okay, and the last issue I have for this week, is a big one. We're going to be talking about this one a little bit later. Avengers Endgame, issue number 3. That's right. 3rd issue. Now this one is I actually did read through this one because I was kind of curious to what was in it. I read it the day it came out. As soon as I got it, I came home and read it. Mainly because when the first one came out, I'm not sure how many of you remember, but when the first issue came out, a lot of people were upset because the first issue didn't really reveal much. Everyone was expecting the title to be in it. They were expecting some sort of hints for the movie coming out. And at that point, the trailer had just barely dropped. So it just, actually, when that first one came out, I don't think the trailer hadn't even come out yet. It didn't come out until later that week, if I remember correctly. But a lot of these prelude issues, they don't have a whole lot of story in them that is really going to propel the story forward going into the next movie. Some of them do. I can tell you, some of them have very pertinent information to the MCU. The Ant-Man Prelude comics, man, those 2 issues before the first Ant-Man movie had some huge things in them. Guardians of the Galaxy had some huge ones. Captain America, the Winter Soldier had a pretty big one. Iron Man 3, the Avengers. Some of these issues, Doctor Strange, the Prelude issues, some of these comics really had some pretty revealing things in them that involved the MCU, and it's kind of funny, a lot of people don't really know about them. That's some of the things I asked trivia on here on this channel for some of the giveaways. So if you haven't checked out any of the preludes, maybe you need to do that. Check them out. That might be where some of the answers are for some of these. So like I said, when the first issue came out, a lot of people were upset. This 3rd issue right here, there are some things in this issue that are different from how they were presented in the movie. And I hate to look too much into it, but I honestly think some of these things, they put in there, like I said, when I watch movies, there are things in the movie. Directors put things in movies for you to see. There isn't anything, especially in these MCU movies, there isn't anything they put in that they don't want you to see. So always remember that. And I think they probably carry that over into the comics. Now, moving on, before I move on much further, I guess, I do want to do a giveaway for this Pop figure right here. This is a Wasp Pop from the Ant-Man and Wasp movie, and for this giveaway I will announce the winner next week for this giveaway on this Wasp Pop. But the question is, okay, now if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, you know that Peter Quill and Korath both end up on on Morag to retrieve the orb that contains the Power Stone. Now, that's not just a coincidence. I want you to know it is not a coincidence. But the question is, why is it that both of these guys happen to be on Morag at the same time? What is it that is making them both be here at the temple on Morag for that orb at the same time? Why hasn't anybody come before? Why aren't they coming after? Why is it this specific time that Korath and Peter Quill are coming for that orb on Morag? Answer that in the comments below. If more than one person answers correctly, I will toss you all into a randomizer to give this for this giveaway of the Wasp Pop. Again, why are Peter Quill and Morag? Why are Peter Quill and Korath on Morag at the same time? There is a reason why they weren't there before, why they weren't there after. So if you can tell me that, why they were on Morag at the same time, leave it in the comments below and you could be the winner of this Wasp Pop. Now, moving on. As I said, there was some different things we're going to cover this week. We've got some new Avengers Endgame things to talk about. Some movies. We want to talk about some music. I am going to be doing some videos coming up very soon on some music. I got some comic book reviews I'm going to do. I haven't done enough of those yet, as I pick up a little bit of comics every week. But the one that I've got that I'm going to be working on is the Captain America Winter in America. It's going to cover the first 5 issues of the Captain America series that just started over again last year, and that one should be pretty interesting, as I'm not sure how many of you read comics on a regular basis, but a couple of years ago there was an event called Secret Empire that kind of, in a way, it kind of reset the Marvel universe in the comic books. Now, leading up to this, a lot of people weren't happy with Secret Empire and weren't happy with the way it ended. That's kind of the reason I actually got into reading again, and like I said, I'm going to talk more about that in a future video. Thank you all so much for tuning into the 2nd Street Marvel today. This comic book pull list is part of my live show that I do every single Friday night at 8 p.m. called the Trailer Park Live. So please make sure you're subscribed, click the little bell so you get notifications anytime we have uploaded new content. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And while you're at it, please make sure you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on 2nd Street. Have a great day.
Wake up at 2 or maybe 3 dubs every day is the life for me. Could get a job cause I need the cash, but nah,